All right, guys. I'm super excited again. This is a new week and a new trading week to trade and to make new money. All right. Once again, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to our weekly market outlook and setup analysis. All right. Just like what I will the help I can do for you guys, right, is actually to make educational materials that can really help you to grow in this market. And you will do well to also subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, then like, comment, then share it with your friend. Then also you can join our Telegram channel because this is where we have step set up analyses that are being posted and also flashcard that you can really learn from. And likewise, we have some free materials step by step. I mean, the videos you're actually going to study for you to understand my concept is actually posted on that Telegram channel. So you can do well to join us, and also you can like us on Instagram and follow us at the same time for you to know when we post our setup and analysis so that you can really benefit from every well of knowledge that we have in our trading group. All right, this new week, we're actually going to be looking at the normal pairs we always analyze and for us to get to know what is really happening. And just like my analysis last week, right, I said that this pair should really pull back to this and actually go up. And you can see this is actually what happened. And based on this week, I will just quickly focus on what we have for this week. You can study those analysis that we've done in the time past, see how we look at the charts, and also some educational materials that we've posted to our channel. This, I believe, they will really help you to grow in your trading career. So for this week, I mean, we'll be looking at DXY. We can actually see that DXY is actually consolidating here. And what are we actually like to see? This market is now downtrend, even though we have the accumulation phase here, then manipulated to the downside. We should really see some distribution up because during the month of June, we can see that the market was just dropping for the beginning of the month. Then probably first 2 weeks, then we actually see some kind of consolidation, then the market should really go up. But we can see some kind of hindrance here that the market is actually getting some rejection. So we are going to see what the market is going to give to us for this week. Now, checking the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, we can see some sequence um, of the price going down. And this is really what I want to see. I want to see price getting rejected at this block. And that shows when the market open, right? I want to see this particular zone as accumulation, if that will really happen. Right. I want to see this particular zone as accumulation. Then I want the market to give me something like this, right? Accumulation, then to the downside, taking out this liquidity. This was last week low, taking out that liquidity. Then I want market to push higher. So this is really what I want to see. But just like what I've taught you on power of three at the beginning of the week, market will consolidate, actually manipulate to the downside, getting a rejection before seeing some kind of distribution. And this is what I'm really anticipating that will happen in this coming week. Right. As you can see, the market is now bearish, right? It is now, I mean, just like the structure, we are having sequence of other blocks, other blocks, other blocks. And when market is creating something like this, that is actually a bearish institutional order flow. And for the order flow that is bearish, we would like to sell. So if you see any selling opportunities on this pair, you can just look to sell it down until we get to this block before we look to buy it again. And so this is really what I want to see. And let's go to 1 hour time frame and just see what we might likely expect. Now on the 1 hour time frame, this is like accumulation. When markets open, if the market accumulates again, then we might likely see it going down, or the market can take out this high, then sell down. So that might likely be some kind of trade we might really look out for. Market can come back to this particular zone, right? I'm talking about the selling opportunity that might really have before the buying. Might come to this zone, get rejected, then drop it, then get to this 8-4 zone before we look for a buying. Now, And you know, when I say buying, that shows that we have to see a new trend being established on this particular zone before we look to buy. So which shows that for this week, I'm expecting a bearish dollar before a bullish move, right? So that's actually what I'm expecting. And this is also applicable to all DXY pair, all right, all DXY pairs. So I'm expecting, all USD pairs, sorry, I'm expecting them to really do that. Then let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD, all right, we start from a daily time frame because daily has actually been really consolidating. But as you can see, we have bullish, bearish order block, bearish order block, bearish order block, which really shows that this market is actually bearish for now, right? So this is consolidation. Then on this particular note, this took out liquidity, already took out this high, break this market structure, break this particular area. So we might likely see a price get into this zone, then for a sell. Now, as you can see, this is really accumulation also. This is accumulation. Then we have some liquidity pool in this particular area, right? We have some liquidity, even though this has actually been taken out, right? This has been taken out, but this still serves as some liquidities still down here. Market is consolidating. It has taken out that liquidity up here. So which shows the market might really go up, right, for the week, right? Market can go up, manipulate to the upside before we see that downtrend. Knowing fully well that this is now accumulation. So when market open, we might likely see it getting rejected at this particular order block because this order block has taken out liquidity already, getting rejected at that order block, then before we see the downward, we see it pushing down. So let's see 1 hour time frame and see what 1 hour we really tell us. On the 1 hour time frame, right, 1 hour time frame, this particular zone can be the rejection. You can see the accumulation. Want to see manipulation on Monday, that will really shows the bearish move of this pair. The manipulation getting rejected at this particular zone. This zone is actually very, very likely. That is the zone that this market might likely get rejected from, right? But to be precise, it might actually be this area, all right? This particular area, market might come there. So this is actually not absolute because I'm looking at this particular zone or this particular zone as where the market might reject from then before we see more downside. So this is really following the DXY, which is actually dollar index. Then on the USD pairs has actually been really bullish. As you can see, it has been giving us some series of lower lows and lower highs. Then also bearish order block has actually been the one that we have been seeing. Then if you go to 4 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame is also showing us some bearish move. As you can see, lower low, took out liquidity here, then form another lower low here. So this is actually really bearish for us. And this is really opposite to what DSY will have done. So, which implies that even though the structure is actually not bullish, so to buy is actually very risky. But based on DXY, we might really see this low being taken out before we see more push up, and this particular zone can really serve as a rejection zone for us. This particular zone, right? Market might really push this and get rejected at this particular block. Then before we see more uptrend on this pair, and nevertheless, checking the 1 hour zone might really suggest something to us. On the 1 hour, right, this already took out the Thursday's high, right, and then Friday. So when the market open, right, we might actually see more downside on this, take out this low, then before we see more upside on this. Though the this zone is actually very, very bearish. The 4 hour, as you can see, is bearish. So we can also say that market might come to this zone, get rejected here, right? Get rejected here, then actually drop it, right? We might actually see that market will go this way, drop, take out this liquidity, and actually reverse. So that is what I'll be expecting on USDCHF. Then on GBPCHF, GBPUSD, right? Looking at the daily time frame, we can see that this pair also is giving us some kind of bearish move here. Having taken out liquidity, right? Took out liquidity here, right? As you can see, then also got rejected at this particular fair value gap, which is actually a very high rejection zone in here. This is actually a king gobi, right? Got rejected at this king, as you can see, which is actually a hidden hobby, right? Got rejected there, and this price is really going down. Now, what I'm expecting on this pair, seeing that this particular zone is being respected, and Going down to 4 hour time frame, we can see that this is also being respected. So what we might really see is that market might give us something like this, get rejected at this particular block, right? Then might see that probably manipulation to the upside, right? Then the rejection. So because the market is creating what, uh lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this market is more bearish. So that's what we'll be looking out for on this pair. Market should get to this zone and actually go down. Now, when market breaks this zone, then that might actually suggest to us that okay, the main trend has been established. Then that might really be a bullish move, right? So, but before then, let's look at 1 hour time frame and see what 1 hour, probably 1 hour can actually give us some what you're looking for. On the 1 hour time frame, we can see that market has already broken this particular higher low, right? Market has broken this higher low. So we might likely see some lower high here. The market should break this particular low to give us another lower low. Then market can continue to go down and go down and go down. As you can see, this really follows what is on 4 hour daily, 4 hour, then on 1 hour. Then if you check the weekly, it has given us a shift market structure. Then we're expecting market to really come before going higher, more higher. So that is really what we are seeing on this pair. Then let's quickly go to another pair, which is EURJPY. For EURJPY on the daily time frame, it looks bearish. Also on the daily time frame looks bearish, right? Then 4 hour time frame also, we can see some kind of bearish move, right? Before I will really confirm this, actually the trend is bearish. As you can see, the order flow is bearish, but took out liquidity here, break market structure, getting rejected here, then we can see some kind of manipulation. So when the week open, we want to see what this is actually going to be, and this is actually looking like accumulation kind of, right? So this implies that market can really come back, right? Come this way. Sorry, let me try to take my drawing to this way. Manipulation then actually go higher. So that's actually what we might really see. As you can see, market create a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low. So that can really be what we are really expecting on this pair, as you can see that clearly. Now going to 1 hour time frame, so on the 1 hour time frame, we can see, all right, can see actually we don't have a very good zone here. So I actually want to see this particular zone, that accumulation probably manipulated to the downside, get rejected at this particular zone, then before going higher. But if the market really go higher, right, manipulate to this high, then we might likely see some kind of push down. So the condition of the market should now be where the breakout would be, either on Monday, right, going higher for us to see more downtrend, or on Monday going lower for us to see more uptrend. So that is what we might likely be seeing on this pair when the market open. Then the next one will be CADJPY. On CADJPY, um, 4 hour time frame also. In 4 hour time frame, we can see structure break here. Then the daily time frame also showing us some kind of bullish move on this pair, right? Then let's go to 1 hour to see what is really happening. Though it's actually not really clear, but I still want to see some kind of uptrend here. Now, the market is really consolidating here. So what will now happen will now be basis of, and when the market open, this already took out this high, market can just continue to drop, right? Probably take another liquidity, might take this low, can get rejected at this particular level, then market will go higher. So that is what we may really be expecting on this pair, as the case may be. Now, let's look at gold. For gold, um, on a daily, we know that gold is all time bullish, weekly bullish, 4 hour time frame is also bullish, not bearish now. 4 hour time frame is also bullish. What I can see here, actually, when we actually want to consider the power of three, we can see the market really consolidated here, right? took out liquidity, right? So then also break this structure. So which implies that when market open, even though it is bullish, then this can actually be like a counter trend. Market can pull back to this zone, then drop it. Now that is actually for power of three, as we can see. That is really what we might likely see on power of three. But based on structure, if you really want to follow the structure, then we have the accumulation already. The market already giving us this great drop, even though I still believe that market should go back to this zone and drop. But nevertheless, we can still follow the structure as a bullish move. The best zone to buy this pair is probably when market took out this low, then come back to this OB. Probably that might really be a good zone for us to buy. But just like what I said, for me to really buy this pair, I will actually be looking to buy at this particular block. This is actually the block I'll be looking to buy this pair. That's the block I'll be looking to buy this pair, taking out this liquidity. I want you to come to this particular zone, all right, or probably this particular candle is actually, sorry, let me mark this particular area, and probably I want to see it come to this zone, right? Oh, this that zone has been rejected. So probably market coming back to this zone, get rejected here. Then for the drop to come to this zone before we can actually know what we are looking at next. So basically that's actually what I'll be looking on for gold. It's actually still bullish, but the best zone to buy this pair will be on this low, right? On this particular level. That's actually the best zone for me that I will be looking for to buy this pair, right? For a really bullish trend. And lastly, let's look at USD30, which is actually going to be a replica of every other pair. I mean, indices that we have here, UK 100, Nasdaq, then D30, right? So this pair on the daily time frame is now bullish, as you can see. Then it's actually not so clear there on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see it going higher. It was already broken this lower high, now getting rejected here. So this might actually mean that market consolidated here and manipulated. Then we might see more upside on this pair when the market opened. And going to 1-hour time frame, is actually showing some kind of a bearish move on the 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame is still bearish, and the best selling zone might really be this area. Market should pull back to this, then come back down, right? That's actually for the 1-hour, but the 4-hour time frame is actually a very good zone, all right, for us to really look to buy. But I can't see any structure for me to look to buy this pair, really. But the only thing I can see here is actually a selling opportunity for me, right? Probably during the course of the week, it might really give us a selling opportunity, and then we might really follow it. All right. Thank you once again for joining in and for you listening. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your loyalty. So I will also implore you to join our Telegram channel and also to follow us on Instagram. And these are actually where we post our setup flashcards. These are actually past trades that you can really learn from. And I believe that with videos and also the charts I make available, you can really grow in this particular business, right? Do well to subscribe. Once again, do well to like this video, and also to share with your friend. And don't forget to hit the bell, the notification bell, so that anytime I upload new educational material, you can be the first to see it. All right, thank you for joining in. I will see you in the next section. Take care, have a good trading week, and God bless you.